Welcome to Legendary Hero Chronicles. I'm your hero, Ray, and this is where we save the world one game at a time. Also, where anybody can be a hero. What is up, everyone, and all the heroes out there? This is my first video since Sunday. I did not get to stream. I was really sick, and that carried over to Monday. I actually had a pneumonia. I'm still recovering, but I had to get this out here in preparation for our streams and our adventure this weekend. So we're gonna get right into it. First, let's get the housekeeping out the way. If you haven't, please follow us on Twitch at Legendary Hero Chronicles. That way you get those notifications when we go live, so you can jump in and be a part of the journey with us. You don't want to be on the bench. Who wants to be on the bench? You want to be in the game making a difference. That's what you can do. Don't miss those notifications for when we go live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this week, it's going to be epic. And what we're going to do today is going to actually be part one. Part two will be Friday, maybe even Thursday. We'll see. We will see. Follow us on Instagram so you get all the updates with our channel. That's where I post the announcements that the stream was canceled on Sunday. So you get those notifications and stay up to date with the channel on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's where this video is going to hit. I don't know if there's a way, I'm still kind of new to Twitch, if there's a way to upload it to Twitch or not, but it'll definitely be on YouTube. And this is going to be, like I said, part one to the prologue of the new game we're going to start, the new adventure, the new world we have to save, because it is begging for us to save it. And we're going to start that today. The prologue and what I want to do is going to be way too long to just put it into one video. So we'll finish that up when we stream, but this is going to be part one. The video is going to be part one. Subscribe to YouTube so you won't miss out on those videos. I also post the recordings for the live streams on YouTube, but like I said, you watch them on YouTube, you still get to check them out. But you join us on Twitch, you get to be a part of the journey. Hey, I'm just saying, be the hero. Be the hero. Join us and let's do it together. I can use all your guys' help. I'm no expert. I'm always learning. And if you've been watching the channel from the beginning, I learn as I play. All right. So with that being said, let's get into it. So the new game, as you can see up on the screen, is Metaphor ReFantazio. This is a game I started playing the demo back in September on Steam Deck. Fell in love with it. I'm a huge fan of the makers of this game. They make unbelievable RPG games. There are extremely long games as well. Kind of just like the game. They're totally different type of game. RPG game, JRPG. But incredibly long games, just like we finished the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition game. We'll still be doing stuff with that game, so stay tuned. I still got some stuff planned I want to do with that series, and we'll still be putting out content and videos. And if you guys still want to jump online and play that game, let me know, and we'll find time to do it during a stream as well. But back to ReFantazio. It's made by a company called Atlas. They make the Persona series, Simigansi Tensei. I know I butchered that name, but not really. I haven't really played that. I played Persona. Amazing games. The stories are unbelievable. Long games. But Metaphor is by far my favorite out of all of them. So I started playing that. I did not beat it. I got, like, on my Steam Deck probably 60 to 70 hours in. And then that's when I started focusing on getting things ready for the channel and starting to stream. So that's when I had to shift from that. So now I want to go back, and I played around with it. Do I start where I left off? But I want to start the game over. I want to bring you guys along with me, so I decided to get it on PlayStation, and we're gonna start over. And I don't know, once I get caught up, do I go back to the Steam Deck or go with the PlayStation? I think I'm just going to stick with the PlayStation. And we're going to go through. So I'm going to go through the experiences and some key things. So in this prologue, the reason it's going to take way too long, the prologue is probably going to take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. Skipping the cutscenes, I got through it in maybe 2.5, 3 hours. I don't want to skip the cutscenes though, because I want you guys to be able to see them if you haven't played the game before. So that's no way for me to save time. And I'm going to be going through tips and stuff I recommend doing early on in the game. So yeah, let's get into this bad boy. So real quick, I'm gonna load this stuff up, and to save a little bit of time, I'm gonna pause the video right here just to save a little bit of time.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
So I forgot, they get right into it from the beginning. So here's the first cutscene.
Grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
So that villain right there is, I'm not going to say hate because hate's a strong word. I very, very much despise him. Very much. And part of the reason I'm so mad I did not finish this game is because I wanted to take that guy down. And that is one thing we are going to do. We're going to take that guy down. Because there might be twists and stuff I ain't get to. And there are some early on that's crazy. The story is amazing out the gate. Like if you play the demo is unreal. And they give it to you early on with twists. But as far as the villain, that guy is definitely going to pay. And we're going to take him down. We are definitely taking him down. Okay. All right. From here on out, I'm going to get this loaded up and we'll get into it, okay? Okay, I'm gonna pause the video
I can feel you watching me from a place
as much as I can, just to save some time on this video, because it's gonna be long. So it's not gonna be free running quite like it would be if we were streaming live, but it's gonna be darn close to a walkthrough, trust me. And if you guys have been paying attention and been following me, you know how I do with some of the longer videos on YouTube.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
You guys know what our hero's name is. They even know it. It's kind of scary.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? Passing daydream, an idle creation of a distracted mind. That must be how you see it. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Give me 1 second, guys. One thing I'm trying to figure out. So I have my PlayStation right next to my mic, and since I'm not live, I can't get any feedback on it. And I'm worried that when I'm not talking, you're able to hear the PlayStation. Yeah, it's picking up some feedback, and it usually doesn't. I guess it's just gonna be one of those things. I'll figure it out in post. Let's hope it's not too bad where it takes away from the video for you guys. If so, I apologize, and I will work on a fix for that. And before we continue, let me turn my light on. Okay, we're back.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Looks so amazing.
Just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead.
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us,
Get one of those.
Come on, come on! Hey, keep it moving! Hurry it up! Next one! Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line, unless you want to get stuck like us.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
It's been so long since I played this game.
This place already feels like a death trap.
I have forgot a lot of the cutscenes and the stories and stuff.
You still got all your
So
limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't
it
figure
just
out our
still
mission.
amazed me
Definitely
just
could've done
how
worse.
amazing this looks. And I played it on the Steam Deck. This is the P5, so it's definitely gonna look better.
What mission?
Come on. This is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Okay.
Think we'll make it?
Again, if you're hearing a little bit of background noise, it's my PlayStation. It's too close to the mic. I'm gonna take care of that and get that fixed. I can't do it right now because we're recording this video, and I don't want to start over, so I apologize. But it will get fixed if it's, even if it's not an issue. There's no way for me to test it out because I'm not live, so I can't get any feedback.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Stop! Watch out! Okay. Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
I mean, I would love to try to fight those things right now, but oh, everything looks strong too.
Look! Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier. Look! Over there! Let's go. Got a sec?
All right, guys, I'm not going to keep saying when I'm going to pause it. Just know if there's like a small gap, it's just because I paused it. Man, this world is amazing. And I want to fight these things, but I can't right now.
I don't like this.
But we are going to get items.
Hey, we found something.
You're darn right we did.
Not good. Run for it.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The
Excuse me.
United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
It's crazy everything going on in this world.
Come on, kid.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff we gotta do to save it for sure.
Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
If I haven't said it, I feel like this is more of a mature game, so
You might be the only one to hear in the whole
definitely
city even.
not a game for children in my opinion.
Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination. Shh, careful who hears you say that. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Whatever will I do?
So I'm trying to let you guys read that too, that stuff.
Whatever will I do?
Okay, let's go here. All right. Okay. Yeah, I just saved it. All right, so.
An elder? Here?
We'll continue to go where we gotta go. But as we go through this prologue, aka the demo, I'm gonna go through tips and stuff that I suggest that you guys do, or what worked for me.
The big city for you.
I'm no expert, so I'm always learning, but just stuff that I learned and did when I was playing. I'm sorry, guys, still getting getting over this sickness. Of course I won't.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an Elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
How much is it?
You're not really going to fall for that, are you? How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with? You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else can it be?
All right.
What are you playing at?
I'm out of ideas.
I'm just running through this place. A lot of this stuff we'll go through a little later. When it matters. Right now it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go to these destinations here first. Right here. Okay, let's save this. A good spot that I want to save. Well, I already saved it, so.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up.
You probably should be thankful that you're in one piece.
An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved core? Any skills to speak of?
Okay, this is where we're going to take a moment. So, this part right here determines your stats and what they'll be focused on. You get to select where you want to put points, but this will be how your stats start. So, stronger than I look, attack. Sharp mind, I'm gonna try to remember these. That is magic. Let me see, I might have jotted it down somewhere. No. Okay, so we're gonna go base. All right. So stronger than I look, attack. I got a sharp mind, magic. This is defense. I can take a lot of punishment. Evasion or agility. And not sure what luck is. But the first one I went through, I believe I did magic. I am going to go... Actually, I can't remember which one I did. I did magic or attack. I might have did attack and then just loaded because they automatically put points in those and loaded up my magic so I became like kind of wanted to create my own version of like a battle mage. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do attack. I always do attack.
With arms like that, you'd have to be. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
There we go. Legacy.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad.
Whoa.
Well...
Boy there!
Kind of just go around and
What's the
talk
world
to people.
coming
And before we join the line, this is where like your bounties are going to be. And I suggest once they becomes available, select them. Select them, make them active, and then when you're out, because this is a calendar-based system, which once we get into it, I'll show you what that means. You're going to have deadlines to get your main quest done, and in between doing your main quest, you're going to do other stuff, which will prioritize royal virtues in your relationships, which I'll explain that a little bit later in the demo. But when you're out and about doing on your way to main quest, you can bang out dungeons that have those bounties in it. So if you have them all active, when you're whichever ones are on the way, you can kind of kill two birds with one stone, which helps a lot. But as we play the game, you'll see how I do that. I can't remember if any will become active during the demo.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? It's something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others.
Surely not.
An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving. And take this too. Protect it with your life.
That's important.
That's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world.
Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
This story for this game is amazing. So part of the calendar system, if you notice, it's June 2nd or whatever. You basically do stuff. Eventually it'll get to where you have the morning, the afternoon, and the night. You can do stuff in the morning, and I believe in the afternoon it's kind of foggy, and at night you can sometimes do things. And then some things you do, like dungeons, take all day. I apologize, guys. Still getting over being sick, but I didn't want to go without getting this video out there.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
So that's what happened to the prince. Shows a little bit about that.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
This place here.
Hey, don't forget. Okay then.
The carriage transporting the new recruit.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
No discrimination, eh? A far cry from our world, then. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
If it's a fight you want, draw your blade.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me straight out. You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone, help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen.
I think I pressed the fast forward button by accident. Oops, I just skipped it by accident. Sorry, guys. There wasn't much dialogue left after that.
It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
she's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out. Okay? Yep. Actually,
I see.
this is...
Idiots. Why would they do that?
It is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors. Oh. Damn it.
How?
Hurry. This is bad.
What?
What do you think? Got it? Take care of it, please. Things will be fine.
This is our chance. Forward!
Let's settle this quick.
The power of fire!
Wish every fight was that easy, eh? I think we're in the clear.
We have the edge.
Let's settle this quick.
A tough one. Let's go. Fire! Last one.
That's the spirit.
The power of fire!
I think I'm getting used to this. Not bad. I feel stronger.
So see, your primary stat is the one that's going to get leveled up. Based on what you picked. And what I do is I either pick one of the two that go with magic, or I would pick one of the two that go with magic or strength, and I would just level up the other one.
I think we're in the clear.
I usually let my stats like go up, points go up a bit, and then I'll distribute them.
We've been spotted. On your guard. This battle's ours. Give it my all. Let's go. I won't hold back. Burn.
Tooth had some resistance to fire.
They chose the wrong opponent.
We made short work of them. No. Looks like he found us.
Killer 2 tried to go after us.
Let's settle this quick.
Obvious attack. I want to use all my MP because it's going to be slim pickings right now.
Even easier than expected.
Shouldn't really matter, but just in case. Yeah. We'll get more into it, but you always, when you're in dungeons, want to look around for everything. Because when we get to other dungeons, there's gonna be hidden rooms and stuff with treasures, and there's a lot of good things out there in these dungeons. Especially if you go to them sooner than you're supposed to, let's say.
Wait. Be careful.
Hey. Okay.
Got this.
Let's push through. This battle's ours. Give it my all. Let's go.
This is our chance.
Let's go. Fire.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
I think we're in the clear.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Yeah, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Useful.
How's that?
Grab it.
Okay. Let's give this all we got.
Turn this down a little bit.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Trying to level up one more time before we get to the roof, but these people are so disrespectful and rude. It's crazy.
Run. No.
That one was a little bit nicer. It was nicer.
Hey. Hold on. You. I get it now. What?
Was that?
Hurry.
Let's hurry.
Before we do that,
I'd
let's
say
see
we're
what's in the
evenly
other direction.
Which means you've got this.
Let's push through. This battle's ours. Give it my all. Let's go. Through here.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, so see, I would usually just rack them up here. And there's other ways to improve your stats too, but I'm not going to say it yet because I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it yet. We'll get to that in a sec. A little bit later. Let's take this. Oh, yeah, you almost got us.
Let's take them all out.
Everyone, go!
I won't hold back. Burn! A tough one.
The power of fire!
They chose the wrong opponent.
Okay, before we go there, let's go back in here and go all the way up. Can't remember if there's anything up here. No, yeah.
If you
Got
see
an
use
idol.
for it, I say take it with you.
Alright, let's see. Hopefully I'll fight both of them.
Give us all you
Nope.
got.
When you get strong enough over the enemies in the dungeons you're in, you can actually just, when you do this, instead of stunning them, you just beat them. And it's a faster way to kind of level up. If you see that I'm sweating or can tell that I'm sweating, it's me still, again, I've been sick and the antibiotic working. So yeah, so if I start sweating, that's one of the reasons I got this on. I'm trying to sweat all this sickness out.
That'll do it.
So I can be good for the stream this weekend, but I also got some for those that don't know, I'm actually an actor, and I have a couple auditions I got to get done too, so I'm trying to get back to full strength as possible so I can get those done as well.
Let's go.
This weekend.
Not bad.
The power of fire!
And ginger ale, which I probably should go down and get some more. Actually.
We have the edge.
Tooth. At any tooth, it has a cavity. Luckily, we're the dentist. I know, it's a dad joke.
Even easier than expected.
That should do it.
I am a dad, so I'm working on my dad jokes. Speaking of dad jokes, there's this real funny video with these three guys on Instagram. I do not know their names, but they all wore the same thing: jean shorts, the New Balances, as they would call the dads. the dad gang shoes, or not dad gang because that's a brand, but dad bod shoes with the tucked in tight shirt, just telling dad jokes. It was hilarious.
Hey.
Trying to give you guys enough time to read this if you want. If it's too fast and I went too fast, sorry. Just feel free to pause and then catch up.
That's true.
I'm heading out.
All right, let's do this, guys. Time to go after that big thing. I feel ready. Can't save it, but we will go.
What do you think? Yep.
Oh my gosh. The designers of these humans, they're just like nasty.
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow.
Alright, here we go.
Damn humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
I won't hold back! Burn! Vile monster! You're mine! Burn to ash!
What's going on? It didn't even flinch!
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this!
Let's go. Fire!
How is it this strong? I'll distract it.
But
above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell.
If y'all heard that, that was my son virgin in. I tried to pause it as soon as this came up.
Oh, fate saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown twined, thy soul bound for the throne. A future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time has come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
So cool.
what the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Scour!
All right, that did the trick. Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow? Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and
I
blade
won't hold
feet.
back!
We can target those.
No. Seeker! Wind!
How's that? We've got to
Come
hit the other
forth,
spots
Royal
too.
Soul! Scour!
You hit their weakness.
Let's go! Wind! Push through! It's okay. We can do that. Come forth, Royal Soul! A tough one.
fair. It's eating an apple. Want an apple?
It's healing? It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough! It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do! Ick! I can't believe it's eating from its own body! Can you knock those apples off?
Scour! Is there another way? Still up?
Sugar food. Oh, for sure.
If we don't take out those apples, you know... Understood. Leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
I won't hold back! Wind! Scour! Still here?
We need to figure out their affinities first.
By this power. Wind!
Deuces. Not gonna lie, after beating that thing, I don't know if I'm gonna eat apples. I just bought some nice Honey Crisp apples today from the store. I love fruit.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Might not be able to do it.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside, the one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast a curse. So killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, you're just gonna crown a new king.
Can someone catch me up here?
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, then this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
That's one of the main quests right there. We will save the prince.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. But I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, We should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
Probably just go through these
Indeed.
fairly quickly here.
I see.
So we can continue.
Well, can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I know, I will.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames, but it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magna within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Okay.
The bargain is struck then.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
Okay, so I want to take this time. There's some important things here I want to go over with you guys that are key. Right? So more he's somebody you build relationships with. For example, Stall, that's a relationship. Your friends around. More another relationship. And specifically more, since we have it on the screen, you could see rank 1. It goes all the way to rank 8. Every time you rank up, you get new abilities or new things that help you on your journey. More is, I recommend whenever you get a quest from him, get his done immediately. Like prioritize getting Moore's quest done. And one of the reasons, we're going to talk about archetypes in a second, he gives you access to some good abilities when you get, I believe, the healer to 10. So you want to prioritize more quests above all the other quests that you'll get. So definitely do that. Archetypes. Seeker here, which is the first one. We'll go to the archetype thing in a sec. Yeah, so pretty much this is what we talked about. Your followers, when you build the relationships, their ranks, you get various abilities. This is what we just talked about.
We'll meet again, I'm sure.
Okay, let me see if it'll let me go.
The royal funeral draws
Shucks, it might not.
5
Okay.
days remain.
I want to see, because he's going to have a quest, and we want to get his, at least 2 of his
Already
quests
then?
done before the
From here on, we
prologue
travel
is
in
done.
secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map.
This place.
That being the case,
all right.
This place here.
Don't let your guard down. Good.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
huh?
What happened?
No.
Don't let your guard down.
Look at that!
No.
I'm gonna skip through this dialogue just a little bit faster, guys.
Let's go.
Pushing forward.
All right, let me see if I can. Okay, it's not going to work. All right, so we'll talk more about the archetypes and more later when I can get there. For now, let's push forward. so that's what I was talking about. Like when you're stronger, you can just do that. It's much easier to level up.
Got it?
Now, when we talk about archetypes, there's three. The third one will be a bonus that we'll talk about. That'll be, I mean, they're all spoilers, but the third one that we're going to want to unlock that's going to be very, very helpful early game. And the third one, they're all really good beasts at what they do, but the third one is an OP damage dealer. One of my favorites.
That being the case.
Let's push through. Okay. This is what we got.
Take this.
The next one will fall just as easy.
I think that's all of them.
I had to pull the map, but oh, there we go. Make sure we hit all our. So we'll talk a little bit about one of the archetypes that we want to unlock, and we got to do the quest to get it, is going to be the merchant. The merchant, the reason we want to unlock it early is because when you unlock it, you can grind for money much faster.
I feel stronger.
And in the prologue,
I think we got them all. We'll be
we
safe for a
want
while.
to, there's going to be a dungeon I want to go to. You don't have to go to it, and some people will say, you know, it can be kind of hard going to it in the prologue sooner, but I think it's a great way to grind. And when we're grinding, we want to take advantage of that. So we can also be grinding for money at the same time. So we want to get the merchant for that, so we can kill two birds with one stone. So we're gonna do that. And then the other one, we want to definitely get the healer. I probably shouldn't have did that. And then the third one we'll talk about later, because that one's in the story dungeon you got to do to get through the prelogue, that I would call it.
They chose the wrong opponent. Love out. Victory well earned.
Okay.
Now, I can't remember. See, again, I gotta. If you have to do the quest to get the merchant, or if you just have to get to the point of doing the quest to get the merchant. I can't remember.
You hate to see it.
Not bad.
Because if you can get it to the point where you do the quest, then we can actually use the merchant while we're doing that quest in that dungeon. If not, we have to do that quest. If that makes sense.
What is it? But.
Pardon?
I'm not too worried about healing items. If you're familiar with Persona games or Atlas games, early on when you're in dungeons, MP goes fast. So you want to definitely buy any MP items as you can
Come on. Good one. This is our chance.
from the stores or when they're on sale.
I won't hold back. Wind! Just two left!
They're down.
Take this!
I knew you had this.
Help by
Try some of this!
Got one.
Let's stay
Great
calm.
job,
Come
Thrall.
forth, Royal Soul!
Some battles are hardly a footnote.
Alright, how's that? Come on!
Well done.
And some of the stuff we talked about already, I'm gonna repeat too.
Hey.
As we get to certain points.
Push through! Come on! Cat!
They thought it was gonna sneak up on me.
Let's give
What
him
I
a
thought
fight.
this was. Yeah, we shouldn't have to use no magic.
Take this.
Save MP.
I think I'm getting used to it.
Watch out.
This battle's ours. Let's go!
Settle this quick!
A tough one!
Two remain.
Gria's gone.
Tougher than I thought.
Okay. Yeah, we just beat that. I had to pause it for a second, but we just beat those enemies. We're gonna go over here, grab this treasure.
Let's push through!
This
Give him
guy.
a fight! We end this quickly!
Everyone, go.
Let's go!
There's gonna be a huge, for a huge tip, and this is probably like one of my #1 things I say do. In the main game, like early game, because it'll carry you quite a way. It'll help you quite a ways. Not much into the mid game, I'd say, but early game, you're gonna get a strong weapon by doing it, and that's gonna be when we get into these mines.
Got a moment?
It appears.
I've never fought soldiers before. Scour!
What is that? Never seen anything like it. That's not an igniter. Take this. They try hard. Get ready. Damn you. Here they come.
What's that? I
Vitus
think
power!
something's coming. Watch out.
Wind! Still up?
Close your eyes.
What was
Got
that,
no
Grias?
mercy for you.
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that.
This is another thing right here, formations that you want to take advantage of. So, I mean, typically if I go like 2 melee or 2 magic, the magic I would put in the back, 2 melee I would put in the front. If you have a tank, obviously you want them in the front.
I'll get some distance.
Put him back here.
Come forth, Royal Soul!
Take this. Get ready. Hold still. Coming at
Wow,
us.
he hit me?
Tougher than I thought. Let's go!
Okay.
Scour!
There we go. Got him back. How dare he hit me? I just feel like wind does more damage just because I'm an Eagles fan. You know, fly like an eagle to the sea. That song. I don't own the rights to that song at all.
Let's hurry.
Just wanted to put that out there. Don't want to get in trouble, copyright, or anything of that sort.
All right. Hey. Indeed.
So?
Okay. All right, we're gonna pause it here, and I will be back. Okay, let's get going here, guys. So I want to try to get through these node mines. Before we at least do these mines.
Let's go.
Before we stop.
However,
Stop! Don't move! Don't you dare move!
I'm gonna have to skip through some of these faster dialogue stuff, guys.
Wait.
that was brilliant.
Oh, you don't have to fight them. Haha. Another
Watch out!
positive. Being stronger today.
I can't believe this.
On your guard!
Knife! Look!
Jerks.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. Please. Don't kill me. What? To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on.
Man, these people are ruthless and evil. Ruthless and evil.
Stop right there!
Notice this. I can't believe this.
That'll do it.
No way!
I knew I'd
He will
find
pay.
you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard! You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because The kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced, and when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters die. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Stay back!
Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler. It is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What?
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Halietus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand!
Get him, Stroll.
Come! I will show you a world with honor!
Let's do it.
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that. This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it. Cover me.
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Tougher than I thought.
I won't hold back! To the rear guard. Let's go! Wind!
Oh, please!
I don't know their weakness.
Hack and slash.
The freedom of...
I won't hold back. Scour.
Take this! Die! Die!
Warrior! I'll cut you down. I will fight with Seeker. Wind. Still up?
Still standing. Die! Die! You! Die!
Time to end this.
Hack and slash.
Luis!
Okay.
Rank 4.
Not bad at all.
I'm gonna save that.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Impossible! Ah! Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
You're already one of us.
Thank you. I'll remember this. Now, onward.
The proud noble, Stroll. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Together we stand.
So right here, as you can see, this is another bond with one of your followers. Again, you want to get these up to rank 8 as soon as possible. So on our day off, which we'll talk about, whenever you have activities available for your followers, you want to do those first. Typically, that's what I do. I always do those first. I learned that a little bit later on, not to the point where it affected my playthrough at all, but just bang those out whenever they're available. With all the followers, try to get all the ones you can done as soon as possible, because you will gain more as the story goes. So as you get new archetypes, you'll see them get added here. And then, so like where the warrior is, there's 3 versions of the warrior, and then you got 2 upgraded versions of it right underneath. You'll see how it curves down. Let me see. Curves down like that. And then same with the seeker. Some only have 2. I did not unlock all of them. There were some that I haven't, but there's a few of my favorites that I have. There's some really cool ones.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean? Huh? Wait, what? Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing, you know. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second. Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me.
You two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always. But now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here. Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Grius could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
Yes, here's the archetype tree that I was talking about. He's going to talk about it, and then I'll talk about it a little more.
Now then. This here.
Okay, so originally I selected mage for him. And then I actually made him a warrior. But now we're just gonna go ahead and make him a warrior because I'm gonna make my guy a mage for now since my magic is higher.
I see.
I think, yeah, my magic will be gonna be a little bit higher. And his strength is. That's another thing. Archetypes also affect your stats. So depending on the archetype, it's gonna affect your stats too. So you kinda, if somebody is higher in strength, want to gear them towards a melee. If someone's higher in magic, maybe magic, endurance, etc. kind of thing. But you can get creative too.
This right here. All right.
Sure.
Of course.
That mag number is gonna go up, and so don't worry about spending that. When we start grinding, that's gonna go up pretty quickly.
What did you say?
I didn't think I could grow anymore.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and then if you go, we'll unlock the ability. Maybe that's what you get when you get the healer to level 10. You get the ability to see the other archetypes and what you need to get them. So you can see, like, right here, you get warrior to level 20 to unlock the next one. You got that one. And then, yeah. So that's the archetypes. This is one of the coolest things I love about this game right here. It's so cool. And for legacy, we're actually going to take the time.
Fascinating.
Unlock this right now.
All right.
And then we'll unlock the ability soon to be able to do this from the main menu, so we don't even have to come to him anymore to do this. And we want to get that done fairly quickly as well. So we're going to make him the mage.
Really? I found new power.
Okay.
What now?
Hello.
Okay, let's see.
What now? That's a good kitty.
That's a good boy. That.
I'm just gonna skip this stuff. I'm trying to unlock the quest for him, but can't remember what to do or when you get it.
What would you care to know?
Okay. Maybe hold off on that. Okay, royal virtues. This is so your relationships with your followers and royal virtues. These are basically what you're going to be doing on your day off. The first two we want to get is going to be tolerance and wisdom, because that's going to correlate into us being able to get the merchant class or merchant for grinding purposes. So those would be the first two. But again, these are huge and important right here. And yeah, we're banging these out. All right, let's get that here. All right, yeah, let's head back.
What now?
I've been waiting.
Oh, there it is.
Hi, young friend. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
Okay, so when we come back to him, I think that's when we unlock quests. All right. Bet.
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of...
Trance? Wait. Have we...
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I think that's why I made him a mage early on because of that, but it's okay.
Who are you?
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's
Look!
What's up? Huh? Pardon? Is that true? Damn it.
No.
Sure.
What now?
Okay, we're good there. All right, let's keep chucking away here.
I'm sorry.
All right, we're gonna skip this dialogue real quick. Okay, so the Warriors lost this game. It's okay. We'll close it out in game 6. Right here.
This place.
That being the case, be careful.
Come on! Dad?
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
We have the edge.
Train.
How are you doing?
Attack.
Now get in there! Finish him off!
Bird! One left.
They're down.
Swordplay
I
comes
knew
as
you had
easily
this.
to me as warrior. The blade. You hate to see it.
That'll do. That'll do it.
What now?
Can you do the formation from here? I think party. Yeah, here we go. Back. Front. Front. Okay.
Take it. No sense leaving it here.
This is perfect because we actually do need to level up
I'll give it my all.
our mage to get ice. We're gonna need ice.
Go for it!
Fire!
Probably should have bought some ice spells.
Not worth our breath.
Not sure when I quite unlock it, but
Enemy shot.
Dad?
Alright, put the pressure on!
We found something.
Could be useful.
I got so used to playing this on my Steam Deck, man. It looks amazing playing it on the big screen. That's for sure.
All right, how's that? Let's give them a fight. Let's take them all out.
This is our chance!
I won't hold back.
Swordplay any means necessary.
Grius has this handled.
Just
In the
part of
warrior.
it.
I think I'm getting used to it. Not bad. I feel stronger.
Looks like we're safe for now. There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Well done. I think we're in the clear.
Come on!
Don't wait. Act fast. And we'll win this.
Forward!
Everyone, go!
Maybe not.
Warrior, with one strike, I'll go for the kill.
I shall vanquish evil.
Some battles are hardly a footnote.
Some
So we
enemies
can talk
go
about
around.
grinding now. Gosh, they got me.
This won't stop us.
There's a couple areas. There's the desert. So where we first started the game, we were running away. Eventually, you'll be able to go back to that. When you can go back to it, if you have the merchant, that's a great place to grind for money. Also to level up too. And then the first dungeon we're gonna go to, not the story dungeon. There's an optional dungeon, involving the merchant quest, or you get, like I said earlier, I can't remember, but you get it before you get the merchant, or you get it after you get the merchant. But either way, that dungeon we're gonna do in the oh, what the heck am I doing? Prelude as well, and we won't get to that tonight. But those are the two areas I would recommend grinding. Also gonna grind in the main dungeon you get. Okay, so we got the ice spell. That's what we needed. We got that. And we're gonna grind for money. The reason why is because things in this game are expensive. Trust me, they're expensive. And there's an item that you can unlock, that you can buy. I believe it is an accessory. Not sure, I don't remember. But it allows you to attack twice. It allows you to attack twice. Now, if you can get it on Idol's Day, which is a certain day every month, you get a sale where everything you buy is discounted. It's a doll item. I forgot the first part of it. I think it starts with a P. Something doll. And basically I got that and I equipped it to all my party members. And as they get stronger, I took it off a couple, and probably left it on 2 of my party members as you get deeper in the game. But literally that accessory could carry you all game if you want, because it allows you to attack twice. So if you can get it early on, it's absolutely helpful, especially when you're grinding. So that's why we need the money early on. And that's where we're gonna go get it.
Right. Let's settle this quick. Advance.
Oh yeah, you didn't think I had ice, did you? Huh? Didn't think I had ice.
I'll go for the kill. I can't. Warrior! Hack and slash. Tougher than I thought.
It's okay. We can do that. Fire!
Here we go. Should be a good bit of experience there. Yeah.
I feel stronger already. I can get used to this.
I think Slicer gets slice damage. Nope, to one enemy. Critical, physical slash. Okay, this is a strong attack. Okay, I wasn't sure if they had an attack that you could hit all your enemies. Oh, hang on, I gotta go back this way.
They're onto us.
Let's push through.
Let's stash that somewhere.
I think we're good. I don't think I'll have to buy ice spells. I think I'm gonna be fine, honestly.
Don't tell, but Luke.
We have the edge.
Advance.
Get ready. Burn. Let's keep this up.
In the name, I shall vanquish evil. The end's in sight. Good warrior. The blade. Stay focused.
Let's take over by this power. Fire. The next one will fall just as easy.
Man, when you're playing this game, time goes so fast. We're already 2.5 hours in. But we're getting to a point where, like I said, I want to get through these mines. Once we get through these mines, it's probably where we're going to stop the video for today.
Amazing! Great moves back there. Oh, good.
Oh, the teeth with cavities again. Oh, this is pretty good. Okay, alright. Not bad, not bad. Alright, we'll get in there, Okay, still got some Gingerelli.
Yep, we're safe here. We got this. Come on! I knew you could do it.
Well done.
Let's keep moving.
He must have lost sight of us. We can relax.
All right.
Good find.
Damn it! They saw us! Don't let them catch us! Be prepared!
Get ready!
Come forth, royal soul. Nice.
You hit their weakness.
I shall warrior! Hack and slash! No need any means necessary. Help
It's okay. I won't hold back. Freeze.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
See the right move. Strength is only what you need. Still have much to learn.
That was the last of them. Let's stash that somewhere safe.
I think I hit everything. Yeah, I got everybody.
Push through.
Yeah, nice work. Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be fine.
All right. All right. How's that?
Act fast! Don't let them come!
Now get in there.
Power of heroes! Slash it! Freely! See the right move.
Burn! Let's finish this!
See, that's where it helps to have like an attack that just hits everybody, and then you can kind of get rid of them all at once. But when you have an item that you can hit twice, then until you get those attacks, it definitely is beneficial. For sure. Hang on here. Should look at this map. Just want to make sure we cover all our bases here.
Let's push through! Hey, good one.
Okay, it's gonna be on the other side of...
All right. How's that?
I'll find you.
Those sandworms, gotta watch out for it because they'll like jump on you, and right now it's stronger
Careful now.
enemy. Still can't kill those things without having to fight them.
Warrior! Slash it! Let's keep this up.
By this power.
That's just what Grius does.
Nice. Just two left.
They're down.
I can't afford to hold
I knew
back.
you had this.
Dang, I thought I could kill that thing without.
With one strike! Stay focused!
That was great, Grius.
Don't hit us. Good.
Only one left.
Take
Finish
it.
them off. We're clear.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Can't like do it. We got that. Let's go get this treasure box here.
Would sure be a pleasure to find some.
We found some.
Put it in your stockpile.
Okay.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
I think we got everything. I'll double check, make sure. Yeah, we're good.
Hey,
right.
So these are your safe houses, and when you're in dungeons, you'll come across these where you can kind of you go to save your game. Especially they're extremely handy.
Let's go.
When you're grinding. You go grind sub levels, go back to this, and then it resets all the enemies. Here
Pardon?
we're coming across a boss. Not really a boss, but a strong enemy that you can fight to get I think 5 should suffice. To beat, and when you beat them, for one, you get the experience and all that, but you also get a very strong weapon, and you should always beat this guy. If you cannot save it, here's the formula right here. Excuse me. You want to have 2 warriors on the front line, and you want to have 1 mage on the back line. You want these 2 to tank, and you want to hit it with ice. If you want, you can have these guys use the ice spells you just bought from the store. This formula right here should definitely work. But I recommend, if you can't beat this dragon, just keep trying. Do not advance until you beat him. You'll thank me later. The weapon you get is definitely going to help you for sure.
Wait a second.
Got it? All right.
What is that? I've never seen anything like it.
I forgot about this guy. So
It's a crystal.
this isn't the one. This is actually part of the main story. So this is a boss,
Feels wrong somehow.
a human.
Now I remember. They say in the
So it
land
looks like we're
beyond
gonna have to
mortal,
beat him first.
great spires of crystal stand, and anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
That's all just superstition, though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
The way it's moving, it's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
Here it comes.
Wish we knew their affinities.
Power of heroes.
Only one way to find out.
I will fight with pride. I won't hold back. Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
In the name of... I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
Blade, I won't hold back.
Let's go. Ice!
You hit their weakness.
I can't afford to hold back. Warrior! Hack and slash!
No need to rush this. Let's go. With one strike!
Let's stay calm. Come forth, royal soul!
Now, what's the play? I'll cut you down! Not done yet. Forgive
Someone
me.
get him back on his feet.
Wow.
Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
I don't think I have any. Oh yeah, I do have one. Probably should buy some more of those.
Live to see another day.
Let's go. Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
I can't. Warrior! Hack and slash! Not bad, if I say so myself. I shall rise to the occasion.
What is this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
You can't be serious.
We're gonna go save it, because the real enemy we're gonna fight is down there. That's part of the story. I'm gonna replace this revival that I just used in case we need it by 2.
Thank you.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
But I want that. Less water, that's a big one. When you're going to purify weapons, basically you take the weapons to the cathedral and you can purify them to make them stronger. So I'll show you that later. Let's save it here.
Let's go. It's all clear.
Almost out of this place. Once we beat this guy, we'll call it. Oops. What am I doing here? Okay. These guys should be able to- Notice as you do this, you streak together and get more
I can feel my power
money and
growing.
etc.
Really?
That's...
Don't panic.
Sorry guys, I wanted to pause it because I wanted to get a picture of the dragon.
What now?
Let me do this. I'm gonna load it back up so you guys can listen to that dialogue. Wow, that was fast. That was fast. You see how fast that loaded? We were just here.
Let's go.
I feel like I just teleported back here. Like, like some Goku instant transmission type junk. Okay, I want to get a picture of that dragon, guys. Let me see. Get in position to get the picture.
All right, how's that? Let's push through.
Really?
That's...
Huh?
Let's go. Don't panic.
Okay. You've guessed it. That is the monster we're going to fight. That is it, the dragon. When you get here, you must fight that dragon. Fight him until you can beat him. You want that sword. You want to gain this experience. Yeah, it's just better. I told you the formula: 2 warriors up front, the tank, have 1 mage in the back, have some ice chunks. I'm not quite sure how many. You should be fine. We're just gonna heal our guys here real quick because it took more damage than I anticipated against that human, and we should be golden. All right, let's do this.
No, stop.
We're gonna call this, we shouldn't do it, but we really need to do it.
Can't say I was expecting you, Doc, to fight.
Or don't
You're
do
either
it, but you
bloody
really
bold
should do it.
or
Yeah,
too
don't do it, but
confident
you
for your
really
own
should do
good.
it. That's what we're gonna
Just
call
so
this.
we're clear. Slaying the things beyond you. Underestimating a dragon is the fastest way to get yourself killed. Fortunately, this one's on the smaller side as dragons go. We might have a chance of driving it off. Listen, keep an eye on its movements. Be ready for anything. If you sense it bracing to strike, stand your ground and shield yourself. Do not waste your lives in a place like this. Now, let's go, lads!
We're on a mission.
Let's do it.
And we won't turn back for anything. Not even a dragon.
No holding back. Hack and slash.
No need to rush this. The power of heroes.
I did not unlock
With
the
one
one move I
strike.
wanted.
Let's stay calm.
Warrior class gets a critical strike move at 8. To make this easier, you want to unlock that, and then when you get that, do it. And if you miss, you could just restart the battle, but you just press R3. No, that's auto battle. My bad.
Now, what's the plan?
Sorry, wrong one. Here, what? Oh, you press L3 and then you retry it, and that's just a tidbit. I usually only use that against bosses. And then auto battle, if you're like grinding, you want to go through things faster, you can do that. Another tip there, a bonus tip.
Warrior! The blade!
I will fight with. I won't hold back. Freeze.
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight as the noble I
Let's see
am.
if do they get the same? I think it's.
Here.
Bang this out here.
You hit their weak point.
Sword, let's go. With one strike!
Yeah, we're doing more damage using that.
Forth, royal soul.
Oh, I think we made him mad. Definitely made him mad.
I call upon royal power within.
Blade there, mate.
Let's take. Ice.
You hit their weakness.
Warrior! I'll cut you down. Not done yet.
Ouch. I felt that. That gave me a headache.
Warrior! The
He's
blade!
getting some damage.
Go on, finish the job.
I will fight with pride.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Freeze.
You hit their weakness.
I shall. Are you prepared? Hack and slash.
Troll, you gotta aim better than that.
He missed? Come on, Scroll.
You still got it.
Alright, this should do it right here.
Power of heroes.
It's okay. We can do this.
Let's stop him cold.
Come forth, royal soul. Ice.
Got him. Got him. I told you, look at that. 263 experience, 1,500 meg, 1,000 money. Yes, it's worth it. It's worth it. We'll just let those keep stacking for now.
Nice. I didn't think I had anything left to learn.
He takes off.
Well.
Okay, here's all the treasure items you get.
What an incredible find!
A
Spectacular!
good sword. There we go. So, a great sword. And then can be purified at the church. So, basically, that's what it does now. But then when you go to the church or the cathedral and you purify anything that says can be purified, you add something to it. So I think specifically for this, you can add fire to it. Which when you go into the first dungeon to end the prologue to go into the main story, they're weak to fire, I believe. And it just makes this weapon even much more stronger. So it's a great sword. We'll give it to Stall right now. And I literally just kept it on him for a while. Equipment. Let's go here. We're gonna equip that. Yeah.
Everything's pretty standard.
So worth it. But yeah, like I said, definitely fight that dragon. It's one of the most important tips I can give you for fast tracking, getting off to a great start is fighting that dragon, and just keep trying and trying till you can do it. I know it looks scary, but he's beatable. We ended up doing it. We didn't have to heal. Got getting down there a little bit in health, but nothing too crazy. Oh, there you can see the sword right there. But if all else fails, you can always hit L3 and start over if you feel like you messed up drastically. If you're really struggling, like I said, if you go here, hang on. Can I show? I don't know if they'll let me show it. Oh yeah, here we go. No, I have to wait till I level up. Okay. Well, when you get to level 8 of the warrior, you unlock, or maybe 8 or 13, but you'll unlock critical. If it's 8, you can get to that 8 before you could grind down here in this dungeon and get to 8. If you really need it in critical strike, and then I would say just do that in the beginning on both your warriors, and if you miss, just restart the battle until you hit it, and that'll get you off to a better start.
What?
Look.
What the? No, stop.
Oh. Oh, I was about to drink something. Oh man, doing this from a awkward position right now, as you guys can see. Why don't I put the drink down? I can't do. I gotta finish this. Okay, we did it.
We actually made it out.
And in one piece, no
Clean my
less.
fries right there.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
It was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way! Who let these blackguards into the palace?
My lord, are you hurt?
Attack! A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
No.
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him!
I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness! What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way to dispel the curse. Its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior for his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country. He must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes, of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat. What now?
All right, so we are gonna end part 1 here. This is most of the prologue here, but part 2 we will finish on the stream. If you want to be a part of it live, jump on the stream on Twitch, Legendary Hero Chronicles. Subscribe, follow, whatever the term is. it's late, so you get those notifications for when we go live on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube so you get that notification when videos like this pop up. This will if it all works out and I'm able to get it edited on time, this will be out a day before we go live on Friday. And we will be live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is our new journey, and we are going to save this world from everything it has going on, y'all. And I need your help. We can do it together. And for Xenoblade Chronicles X, DE, we'll still be doing some stuff too. I got some stuff planned with that as well. Until then, you know what it is, guys. Stay watching, stay playing, stay legendary. I'll see you guys on our next adventure. Stay blessed.